Welcome, everybody, to a new edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere, live from the WWDB TV studios, right here at the home of WrestleMania 42.
Well, just this past week, it was also the home of AEW, Dynamite, and Collision.
Yeah,
it was a hell of a show. We were both in attendance, similar section, but we got a lot to talk about, so we're definitely going to get into it. We'll give our thoughts on what we thought of Wednesday night's presentation a little bit later.
Wednesday was cool.
It was a good night.
Get into some rumors. I hear voices. Rumor is John Cena will not be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and this year's event will be headlined by Stephanie McMahon.
And I have zero fucking interest of going.
I don't either.
I like Stephanie. I don't care to listen to her talk for half an hour about her Hall of Fame career. Because, one women's title, being married to Triple H, being Vince McMahon's daughter, that doesn't make for a compelling induction speech for me.
Not particularly.
They're really going to have to bulk up the undercard on the Hall of Fame for me to even consider it. But with the idea of it being headlined by Stephanie McMahon, couldn't give a shit.
I don't think it would even make sense for her to get inducted unless Vince is there.
Yeah, exactly. I go back to when it was first announced last year. I go back to it should be like a farewell to the McMahon era of WWE, where you induct Stephanie, Shane, Linda, and Vince as the headliner. Just do it like that.
Yeah.
Don't air it. Don't do anything like that. Allow fans to go if they want. Lock up the cell phones like you did with the WrestleMania roast. And just do that. Use it as a send-off to that era of WWE. Because Stephanie McMahon as the lone headliner, it's not. I don't care. I just could not possibly care.
I don't care either. I would be more interested to hear Vince introduce her than to hear Stephanie's
screechy voice. Speech. Yeah. I mean, I think Shane McMahon would have more stories to tell.
Yeah.
He's got a much more extensive career in the ring that people can look back and fondly remember than Stephanie does. This just feels like nepotism at its highest form.
Between Stephanie headlining the Hall of Fame and the new video game coming out with Triple H on all three covers of it.
It feels like a little too much. We're trying to make them main stars. And Triple H had his time as a main star.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever really had a period where he was the main star. And if he did, it was always short. He was always the number 2 guy behind Austin, behind Rock, behind... I guess if you had to pinpoint a time... Even I would say he was behind Kurt Angle at a lot of times as the company's number 1 guy. But I guess maybe from 2003 to 2004, because after 2004, it was all Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton for the rest of their careers.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems like it's a bit much right now.
Yeah. Seems like they're just shoving them down our throats, and people are getting tired of it.
Yep. Thomas, good morning, buddy. Thank you for tuning in.
The Royal Rumble happened over the weekend.
It sure did last weekend, and I debated all week. Am I going to rant about the AJ Styles and Gunther match? But we're going to get into some of the other matches before I actually address that one.
Liv Morgan finally did it.
Yes. She's been on the cusp of winning the Royal Rumble the last 4 years, and this year she finally did it. And it was a fantastic finish. I loved the spot with Saul and Tiffany on the apron, and then with Liv hitting the Oblivion to the outside. Yeah. That was a great fucking finish. It was cool. Super fucking entertaining to watch. I do think the women's Rumble was significantly better than the men's Rumble.
Oh, yeah, easy.
And it's not even close if you were to compare the two. Don't have a problem with either winner. The biggest surprise is Bianca wasn't involved, because that's who I picked last week to win, and she wasn't even involved. So I'm kind of caught off guard by that. I'm really surprised. Are we going to see her back in time for Elimination Chamber? I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, it's. But hey, Liv Morgan deserves it.
Who would have thought a broken finger would have kept her out for like damn near a year?
Yeah, no kidding.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely happy for Liv. I thought Monday Night Raw was going to turn out different
Yeah.
just because of the way that.
Yeah, it seemed like they had they were going to tease this Judgment Day stuff a little further, and in a way they are. It's just they're going about it a little differently than expected.
True. Gunther defeated AJ Styles, so AJ Styles must retire from WWE.
From WWE. I agree. From WWE, he has to retire.
Yeah.
I hope that if we're going to see AJ Styles one more time, TNA needs to announce Bound for Glory in Atlanta and do it there.
Yeah.
Because Arian versus AJ in Atlanta, AJ's in front of his home crowd. There's speculation that Tony Khan is going to make a big offer to AJ because his contract is up with WWE because he was so complimentary of AJ at Super Bowl week this week. While there are some fantastic, phenomenal matches that are on that would occur in AEW with AJ Styles, I just do not see it happening.
I don't either.
And it doesn't need to happen. AJ's career is more than complete. AJ had a complete career before he even debuted in WWE. He was the NWA champion, TNA World Champion, New Japan champion. He could have been Ring of Honor champion if he weren't going to WWE. He would have had a full career before even getting to the WWE.
True.
The WWE championship and being a Grand Slam champion in WWE just further expands the legend of AJ Styles. I don't think an AEW run is in the cards. I would not be opposed to it because there's some fantastic shit that could happen. I just don't see it happening, and it doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. I think he's done.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have like one or two matches in like TNA.
Yep.
And
Maybe a Japan one. Maybe. But I don't think AEW is gonna happen. Man, if it's AJ's call, and I believe it is, there's no reason for him to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
There's none. If it's that he hated creative, and really the last year and a half outside of, the feature matches that they threw him in the last 6 months of it, the creative over the last 2 years hasn't been great, but, I just don't see that being cause. I don't see him leaving WWE and going to AEW the way Bryan Danielson did or the way Adam Copeland did.
Yeah. They said it was all like his call.
Yeah.
When he said 2026 was going to be like his last year, I was not expecting like 30 days into the whole year.
Yeah, you were supposed to give us a little bit more time, AJ. I'm disappointed. WrestleMania for me was going to be sold on who was AJ Styles wrestling.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, we had a feeling the main events would involve a Roman, Punk, Cody Rhodes in some form or another.
Yeah.
We had that. We already expected that. For me personally, it was going to come down to it's AJ Styles' last WrestleMania. I was at AJ Styles' first WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be at the last one regardless of who it was going to be against. And that's not going to happen. For me as a fan, it sucks.
That does.
And to do it in Saudi Arabia, of all places, like I'm sure he got paid a great deal to do his retirement match there to make the Rumble feel special, as if you needed something more than the Royal Rumble itself. It sucks that it wasn't in a venue here in the United States. At the very least, we should have gotten an AJ Styles last time in Atlanta match on television or something like that. Like, we saw how well WWE can do the retirement angle with the second half of John Cena's final year in pro wrestling. It sucks that we didn't get even a fraction of that fanfare for AJ Styles. It just sucks.
It does, but since Cena won't be in the Hall of Fame this year, what if they put AJ Styles in the Hall of Fame?
AJ Styles in the Hall of Fame would sell me, but again, I don't think they're going to do it.
No, probably not.
I hope they bring him in for World, or I hope someone at WrestleCon forks up the money to bring him in for a few days.
Yeah.
But if AJ is going to go into the Hall of Fame, do it on the East Coast. You know, that's where he got his start.
True. Drew McIntyre defeated Sami Zayn to retain the WWE Championship.
That one was kind of one of the bigger ones in the air. Like, I know we both picked Drew to win.
Yeah.
But there was still, it felt like there was a real chance Sami could win. I'm glad Sami didn't win. However, I do think the reaction that he got over in Saudi Arabia with the Royal Rumble, I do suspect that it may be setting moving the goalposts a little further for next year's WrestleMania.
I'm almost curious to see how crazy it's going to be in Saudi Arabia with them building that big ass stadium in like 20 days
For the Royal Rumble of all places.
Do you imagine what they do with like months and months of advance?
I didn't like the look of it because all of the little lights on the seats made it look empty.
Yeah.
Like, I know it wasn't empty, but and it was the same problem on SmackDown, but from the appearance of it, because of the lights on each and individual seat, it looked empty.
Yeah.
So it really fucked up the visual of the show itself. So I hope that if they go back and fix that, they need to take those down. If they're going to build a new stadium, do not build that. It was my same issue when they go to what's the new venue in LA?
Intuit Dome.
The Intuit Dome, because they have the fucking lights on the seats too, and it throws me off every time they're there because it looks empty. Get rid of those because it looks fucking stupid, or turn them off. I would imagine you can turn them off too.
I would imagine there's an off button
because
somewhere.
there's at Royal Rumble, there was where the lights made the WWE logo, which looked cool, but it also makes the venue look empty.
True.
So turn those off if you're going to a venue that runs those, because it does not look good.
It doesn't look good, and the whole time you're like, Jesus, there's like nobody here.
Yeah.
Like Logan Paul was talking about it. It was like it's empty.
Yeah. It doesn't look good.
Roman Reigns won the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we both picked that one. Yeah, I mean, Roman Reigns, I get it. I really think they should have put Gunther in a little earlier than number 30.
Yeah.
Like, putting him in at 30 is just like, yeah, he's not winning for sure. Like, I think you could have put him in at maybe 20, 21, and just have him come in and start chopping motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because by the time he got in there, it was Randy, Roman, Logan Paul, right? I think those they were the final four. Brock was already gone. Cody was already gone. Oba was already gone. You could have put him at 2021 and had him fucking run through everybody and make it look like, motherfucker, here's the drama right here. He's retired John Cena, retired Bill Goldberg, retired AJ Styles, and he's about to go and win the fucking WWE World title. Because we just saw CM Punk beat him at SummerSlam for that world title.
Yep.
What if you get Gunther versus CM Punk at WrestleMania?
No. Like
that right there is a fucking phenomenal story if you're going to tell it. Like, that is 6 months of storytelling. This was Gunther right before he got Punk. He took out Goldberg, and since then he's taken down two guys that Punk did not show any hesitation of showing respect for in the last couple of months. And now I'm coming for your title, and I'm coming for your fucking career.
Ooh.
Like, that story, I think, even if you were still going to go with Roman Reigns as the winner, I still think putting Gunther a little sooner to make him look like that threat again. Because putting him at 30 was like, yeah, he ain't winning shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He didn't. It just didn't look good on that. But, I didn't have a problem with the match. Again, it just comes down to, with the Royal Rumble, one of the things that you look forward to every year is the surprises.
None.
Brie
Bella.
Yeah. And nobody asked for Brie Bella, just like nobody asked for Nikki the year before.
True.
Like, those are two surprises where it's just who gives a shit.
Yeah.
And I like Brie and Nikki. They've always been fan friendly. They're not great wrestlers, but they're good personalities to have on WWE TV.
Oh yeah.
But nobody, when you're thinking Royal Rumble surprises, nobody is thinking Brie and Nikki Bella, because nobody's asking for Brie and Nikki Bella to be challenging for a world title, or
Yeah.
the women's WWE title. But other than that, it wasn't a bad show. For me, the Gunther match took me out of it. Like,
Yeah.
after that, I just didn't care. Like, it was background noise for me at that point.
Yeah, that
Because
was
I had to get stuff ready for AEW this week.
true.
And it was like, the result to that pissed me off so much. It was like, I don't fucking care anymore. I didn't. I did go back and watch it. No complaints about the men's Royal Rumble. I would have put Gunther in a little sooner, make him look like a real fucking killer in there, and tell the story. Have Michael Cole tell the story of he just lost to CM Punk 6 months ago at SummerSlam. He's already put 2 Hall of Famers on the sidelines. Now he's coming back for the world title. Like, that's a fucking phenomenal story to have Michael Cole tell.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I think they missed the opportunity, even if you were going to have Roman go over at the end.
Yeah.
I do. You know what? I take it back. I do have a complaint with the men's Royal Rumble. Jey Uso. Motherfucker! You lost the world title last summer. During Survivor Series, your goofy ass gets in the cage, and rather than beating ass knowing that Brock Lesnar is coming, you're fucking in the crowd, you're in the ring dancing. You're in the fucking Royal Rumble with a world title shot on the line. And rather than throwing motherfuckers out, you're in there dancing.
Yep.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, I understand you want to get that energy from the crowd. Do it during the entrance. Having him do it during the match in the ring. In the fucking ring. Why would nobody get up and, while he's fucking yeeting, toss his ass and yeet his fucking ass over the top rope? Where's the fucking sense in that booking?
He's turning himself into a meme.
It just looked stupid.
A bad meme.
A bad one, which we're going to get into bad memes that WWE is featuring on television every week.
When we do that, the sound was off.
Oh, did I knock that out? Yeah, while he's dancing, why isn't somebody, let's run it back real quick. While he's dancing in the ring, why isn't somebody popping up and yeeting his fucking ass over the top rope to eliminate him? Instead of letting him do it for 2 minutes until his cousin came in and smacked the shit out of him.
That was another one that kind of surprised me. Like, Brock Lesnar got eliminated in the middle of, like, his entrance.
And nobody gave a shit. Like,
No.
It was just barely mentioned.
Yeah.
It was like, we only put Brock Lesnar in here to eliminate Obafemi.
Yeah.
Like, again, there's another one. You could have had a cool face-off between Roman, between Brock, and between Gunther. And we didn't do it.
No.
Like, you missed an opportunity. Even if we're not going to Brock versus Gunther until later on in the year, which seems to be SummerSlam, you still get that moment of these 3 motherfuckers are going to go at it at some point, and this is a cool visual. And we didn't get that because during the fucking entrance, we're going to throw Brock Lesnar out. And it's as bad, the presentation of it is as bad as we missed Edge hitting a spear when he returned at the Royal Rumble to film somebody else's entrance.
Yep.
Like, this was his big return after 7 years, and we're cutting away from shit. We're cutting away from his entrance to show somebody hitting a finisher randomly in the ring. Like, it's just the presentation. WWE's presentation is better than this. I would expect shit like that in AEW's presentation, not in WWE's.
Yeah, for sure. On to the WWE report.
Yep.
On Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns picks CM Punk and will challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship in one of the main events of WrestleMania. That promo was pretty good.
The promo was very good. My issue is, how are you going to keep that hot for the next 6 weeks?
I don't know.
That's going to be the challenge. The match is going to sell itself, but how are you going to keep? Because right now, with that promo that we saw, that fucking angle is fever pitch right now. That's the promo that we should be getting 2 weeks out from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You're really fucking on fire with that promo. And we got it already. I mean, I guess we know now they left zero time to question who is going to challenge the world champions before anything settled with the Elimination Chamber, which is usually something that they can rely on, a crutch that they can rely on. Well, we know this guy's challenging for one. We're going to do the Elimination Chamber to challenge for the other, and then they're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
This year, they decided we're not Elimination Chamber. Whoever whoever wins that is facing the WWE champion.
Yep.
Good luck, because you're gonna have to tell a hell of a story to get people to buy back into Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre.
True.
And maybe it's confusion on my end, but if we're putting Jacob Fatu and Cody in the triple threat to qualify, how the fuck are we going to get both of them in there? Because I have no interest in seeing Drew versus Cody one-on-one at WrestleMania. Yeah. Just none. We saw 6 months of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't great. It was okay. The matches were good, but I have no interest in seeing it at WrestleMania again.
They do a triple threat match with Jacob, Cody, and Drew. That'd be pretty lit at Mania.
Yeah. Well, as long as we put the title on Jacob Fatu and don't put it back on Cody.
True.
Because at that point, it just...
Raheem Rhodes.
Oh, God. Okay, you know what? Let's skip over to that. 2 years ago, that joke is funny.
Yeah.
In 2025, it's just like, oh, ha, ha, ha. It's like something, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, for me, it was cringy. I know a lot of people thought it was funny that, he's mentioning the thing from the internet. It just came off cringy. Yeah. I didn't think it was funny at all. It was like, oh, yeah, that was cool a whole 2 years ago kind of shit.
I thought it was funny just because I saw those memes like recently.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I just kind of like cringed when he said it.
Raquel Rodriguez asked Liv Morgan and Roxanne not to interfere in her title match against Stephanie, but they interfered anyway.
Yep,
and accidentally cost her the match.
They did. So we've still got a lot of turmoil among the I don't know, what are they calling them? The Judgment Babes or something like that. I saw somebody call them that, and I thought it was a cool name for those three as kind of like an offshoot from the rest of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Or the Babes of Judgment. It was something like that. Something completely made up on the internet, not something WWE is leaning into, but I thought it was cool anyways. But yeah, we're definitely getting a lot of that, the strife between the three of them. The question becomes, who's going to split? Somebody's going to. We know that. But it's Raquel's looking so good lately in the ring.
Oh yeah.
And the writing around her work has been so good. I can see her being the babyface at some point.
I really thought Raquel was going to win the belt, and then
because that's a good story.
Morgan to be. Do I go against her or?
Yeah, that's a really good story because then you could drag it. You can drag that out for a couple of weeks.
Oh,
is it going to be Raquel? And Raquel is just, fucking super bad right now because she just beat Stephanie. It just, man. Stephanie versus Liv, yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah. Nothing against that one either. And who knows? Maybe they're going to pull a fucking shocker and
pull an Io Sky.
Yeah, pull someone out of the
last minute.
Yeah, pull it out of the hat where it's defended on a Raw, and that's who Liv faces, kind of thing. Maybe Rhea or somebody like that. But we'll see. We talked about it. We thought they were saving Rhea versus Stephanie for WrestleMania, and we're nowhere near that this year.
That ain't happened.
Yeah, nowhere near it.
I think we're going to end up getting
Io versus Rhea?
Oh, I think we're going to get Rhea and Io versus the Bella Twins. Because none of the Bella Twins say they want those tag team titles.
Yeah, that's true. Ew. I just have no interest in watching the Bella Twins wrestle in 2026.
I have no interest in it either.
Whatsoever.
I'd
support all of your TV projects. Come in and work with, the younger talent and shit like that. I don't think beating the Bellas is going to elevate Rhea and Io.
No.
So it just doesn't. For me, nothing about that matchup strikes.
That sounds like the perfect to watch Rhea's entrance and how cool that is, and then go to the bathroom.
Take a piss. Yeah, piss break match for sure.
Speaking of the whole Judgment Day thing, Dominic Mysterio returned.
Yeah. We thought that was going to come at the Royal Rumble. He'd been training at FSW. Over the week before, getting back into it. But it's good to see Dom back on TV.
Yeah, definitely.
Just, we got the Intercontinental title back. So that was one of those things. It was like, you can only keep him off television so long before you have to address this. Because all they've done is mention that he was injured. Never said anything about the title. But we got it back.
True.
Just in time for Mania.
On Tuesday, there's a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Hendry wins the title. 1, 2, 3, go.
Speaking of bad memes that we're pushing in WWE as major talent and opportunity, that certainly is one of them. I like Joe Hendry, but there's been zero character growth since he started that whole fucking meme. Since TNA started pushing him. Absolute zero character development.
Oh, no.
I think, man, how the fuck are we not putting the title on Ethan Page? Like, I know he's got the North American Championship, and that's fine. But Ethan Page is the best heel in NXT.
Oh, 1,000%.
He's better than Starks. He's better than Dork State. He's better than any other male heel in NXT.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not pushing him.
That's insane.
As the top guy.
Should be.
Yes. Well, I guess we're going to see what happens at Stand and Deliver. Because I don't see him changing the title between now and then. There'd be zero reason to do so.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Speaking of Stand and Deliver, they did announce that the Raw and SmackDown before...
The SmackDown before and Raw after.
And the Raw after is going to be at T-Mobile Arena.
Yep.
But there was no mention of Stand and Deliver.
Or NXT the Tuesday after.
Yeah. But apparently everyone said that it's Stand and Deliver is still going to happen the Saturday morning. They just haven't announced it yet.
Yeah. I can see them not doing NXT television Tuesday night here in Vegas.
I was so worn out by the time that happened.
Exactly. And the crowd was dead. It was just, there was no reason to do it here. I can see them not doing the NXT TV the week after WrestleMania. I can 100% see them sending that back to Orlando. But Stand and Deliver has to happen WrestleMania weekend in the host city. Otherwise, you're just kind of cutting everything off.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we'll see how Stand and Deliver goes.
Yeah, definitely. They even announced some superstars for WWE World already.
Yep. Yeah, they announced the first round.
To be there.
Yeah. Thursday's got a pretty good lineup on there. We'll get into that. We do have to take a quick break, though, speaking of WWE World, because we're intending on hitting this year.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get into that shortly and the rest of the WWE report right after this.
Hey, Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday and from No Holds Barred.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching the Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Stephen Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big Chief. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere. This is Impact Wrestling's Dashing Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Hi, I'm Sean Devari. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition.
Hey, we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning Thoughts Count Anywhere.
Hey guys, it's Tessa Blanchard and Ozzy, and you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere.
And we're back.
All right.
Jordynne Grace will challenge Jade Cargill for the women's championship next week on SmackDown.
Yeah, and the
my worst nightmare come true.
The chat's blowing up here. We're gonna see just how much Jade has learned in WWE, because despite your dislike for Jordynne Grace, We do have to admit she is a hell of a worker. Jade Cargill, on the other hand,
I admit nothing.
It's all right. I'm the same way with several others. But we're going to see how much Jade has learned in her 100 days as champion with zero fucking defenses.
7 minutes of wrestling since she's won the belt.
Because, we're going to smash Tiffany Stratton to take the title off her. And the person that smashed her doesn't even defend the title in 6 months. 4 months, whatever it is, some ridiculous amount of time. But we're going to see how much Jade has had a chance to improve, because now she's going to have to work.
Yeah.
Unless we run some crazy bullshit interference where somebody gets distracted, Jade Cargill is going to have to work with Jordynne Grace.
Yeah.
We'll see how the match goes. I don't think it'll be a bad match. I don't think it's going to be a great match. I would be surprised if there's a title change. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I know you would. I wouldn't be opposed to.
Oh, dear God.
I wouldn't be opposed to Jordynne Grace as world champion going. Or
I want to
WWE
hear a
Women's
fucking
champion.
rant next week. Let that shit happen.
I let the rant go on AJ Styles. Kind of got into it with the Jey Uso one. Next week could be really fun, depending on how Friday night goes.
I've never wanted to see Bianca Belair so much in my life.
Yeah.
She better return next week.
Yep. There's got to be something more because we've done fuck all with Jade Cargill. Like we talked this time last year about how well Tiffany was doing as the women's champion. And we've just fucking destroyed all of that progress.
Yep.
Like we went from having somebody that you could legitimately view as being a main eventer for the women's division with the WWE Championship to Jade Cargill, and we've done fuck all with it.
Nothing
since then.
They sent her on a bunch of red carpets with the belt. I think that was the only reason.
Which
they even put the belt on her.
I mean, there's a time and place for it, but not for as long as they've done it. You know, usually that's a 3-week, 4-week title reign, and then you take the title off. And this year, no, they've gone full tilt with putting the title on Jade, and it has not helped the perception of the WWE Women's Championship.
Speaking of bad wrestlers in WWE, Nia Jax did the Chris Van Vliet show, and she lost over 100 pounds.
Nia's looking really good, man.
Yeah, she is.
Like, I thought when they had her enter so early in the Royal Rumble, it was going to be watch this shit and have her last a while. So I was kind of disappointed when she was eliminated. That's a hell of a gambit that Nia's put on with this, because she lost all this weight. Her size advantage over everyone made her look different. So she was easy to present on WWE television. You can always, and I hate that I'm referencing this fucking schmuck, but you can either be greater than, less than, or different than. And Nia, regardless of how her in-ring work was, she was always different from everyone else in the women's division that WWE presented.
True.
Now that she's lost all this weight, that's not the case. She's still slightly bigger than a lot of the other girls, but not significantly where, holy shit, we need that Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant visual, some, significant size advantage and everything like that. We don't have that now with Nia Jax having lost all that weight. It's healthier for her, which is an absolute positive. But now we're really gonna find out how committed and how much of a worker Nia is, because now she can't rely on just go ahead and bounce off the ropes and then we'll do a shoulder bump and we'll run that for the first 2 minutes of the match to really get the crowd behind you.
Kind of how Jordynne Grace was so dominant in TNA, and now she's in a company with a wellness policy.
Yeah, and she's really, 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 really shrunken. Yeah, I wonder why. She's leaned up though. I mean, we will say that she's leaned up, so she looks cut as hell, but she's nowhere near as muscular as she is, and that because that muscular presentation really fucking made her like completely different. Going back to Nia's look and how it was easy to present her because she looked so different. Jordynne was the same way, just more muscle, less body mass.
Yeah.
So now it's, but Jordan can work. So it's easy to plug her in.
Yeah.
Whether it's with Jade Cargill next week, who again, now you've got two women that have phenomenal physiques. One is just tall. The other one is shorter, but a better worker.
Yeah.
One is taller, but a shit worker.
True.
So it's visually, I don't know so much that match appeals to me. That's why I think we're getting it out of the way before having to draw it all the way out to WrestleMania.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Certainly will. We're either going to come back next week and talk about how, holy fuck, Jade Cargill looked fantastic against Jordan Grace, or we're going to be like, yeah, that looked like shit. It's going to be one or the other. There will probably not be an in-between.
Roman Reigns was on the Pat McAfee show,
Mm-hmm.
and he had some interesting comments.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Talking about how WWE Creative has failed to create new stars since WrestleMania 40. It's hard to argue.
True.
There, of course, is speculation that a lot of those comments were being filtered from Roman from a certain final boss up top.
Yep.
Which we've talked about it, and some of it's been in jest, but we've talked about it for over a year now. Things are not all as they seem in TKO land.
Oh, no.
There's some definite strife there, and there's a disconnect between what you see on television and the company's business.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably something to do with that. And just look at some of the shit that happened around it in this last week with The Rock's daughter leaving WWE.
Yep.
The Rock's daughter's girlfriend leaving WWE.
Yep.
Roman being put back at the top of the card versus going with someone like Braun Breaker or someone else that we can build off of. Things are not all golden in the land of TKO.
True.
Now, is that to say that Triple H has a target on his back and could be out of a job or see his role reduced in the next year? I don't know, but things are not golden.
No,
we do know that much.
Things are not copacetic in the land of TKO.
Yeah. But we will be covering that as it continues to unfold because if the cracks are showing now, I can't wait until the fucking break occurs.
Oh, yeah. With The Rock being like the head of the board of directors, I'm surprised he hasn't pulled this trigger yet.
Yeah. And it may be just a matter of time.
He could be done between filming movies and be bored one day and just, we're going to change everything.
Yeah. I want this guy in creative. I want that guy in creative. I think I could probably do some creative work too. Brian Gewirtz could absolutely end up back at WWE's head of creative.
Oh, easy.
In a very short matter.
Yeah, he's the one that did like all the Rock stuff, and then the Rock stole him and took him from WWE to like write all his own stuff.
Yep.
Randy Orton and Tiffany Stratton qualified for the Elimination Chamber matches.
Yeah, when those qualifiers were announced, I think the writing was on the wall of who was going in. Those two for sure. You got to imagine we're going to get three from Raw, 3 from SmackDown.
Yeah.
So, okay, we got Randy. We're somehow, and maybe they're not in the same match. Maybe Cody is in one and Fatu is in the other. But
No,
there's
they're
your
in the
3
same
SmackDown.
match.
Or was it announced it's the same match?
I think so.
Okay, so then I could see Cody winning the match, not pinning Jacob. And then maybe they do a redemption match for the third and final spot with 3 of the non-winners from the other matches that we've seen. And that's how Fatu gets in there. I could see that somehow, but still, I don't know how we get to Cody and Fatu both getting into the world title, into the WWE title match.
Yeah.
And they have to throw Fatu in there somehow because Cody versus Drew is not, after seeing it 6 times since the fall of 2025, that is not a WrestleMania main event.
No.
It's not.
We've already seen it too many times.
Yep.
You got to hold off those matches unless you're going to. It can't be the main event of WrestleMania if you do it like 10 times.
Exactly.
Where was it?
Yeah, and then Thomas, thank you for the update. Yeah, Cody versus Jacob versus Sammy next week.
Oh, Sammy, that's what it was.
Okay. Sammy's gonna eat the pin, whether it's to Cody or whether it's to Jacob. Drew, I can see Drew getting involved in it too.
Oh yeah,
and leading. He hits the kick, and he's going for Cody, but Sammy's behind him, and Cody ducks out of the way, and Sammy eats it. So it continues the Drew versus Sammy stuff. You get Drew in there with Cody, and Cody just won because Drew fucked up. That kind of thing.
And Jacob tries to get to Drew.
Yeah.
And then Cody goes behind him, gets the pin real quick.
Yeah. I guess we could probably somehow do the same thing that we did with WrestleMania 20, where Benoit won the Rumble, Triple H was champ, and Shawn just fucking super kicks. Super kicked Benoit and signed it, and they said, yeah, you know what? We're going to make it a triple threat. I could easily see Nick Aldis just saying that. You know what? Fuck it. You can't keep your hand out of shit talking to Drew. I can't keep you two separated. You both want him. We're going to do a three-way at WrestleMania. I could see that being how they get there.
Yeah.
But then you still have to go with, I would say Cody wins Elimination Chamber, which is going to be interesting because this is a Chicago crowd. Chicago may not take the white meat babyface Cody Rhodes.
True.
So they could end up shitting on it in Chicago. Oh. I could see that potentially happening.
That crowd is something in Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago is something. That's for sure.
NXT announcer Kelly Kincaid announced that she's will no longer be under contract after February 14th.
Yeah, a lot of departures from NXT right now. It's been speculated that NXT is kind of a loss leader for WWE for a long time. It makes sense, but I'm curious to see where she's going to end up because she used to do work for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Is she going to continue? Is she going to stay in the wrestling business and go to TNA maybe or AEW, Ring of Honor? But I liked her. She was always great in Ring of Honor to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
She's a good personality on NXT as well.
Definitely. They did the media day for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And two people kind of met up with each other that you wouldn't have expected. MJF and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Were pictured together shooting the shit, and then they took a picture together to be like, hey, let's stir up some problems.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing's for sure. If Max is around, he's gonna get people talking one way or another.
Oh yeah.
He's either gonna say some off-color shit, or he's gonna bring out the worst in the tribal fans of WWE and AEW. He's gonna fucking get the best of both of them.
Oh yeah.
With the shit that he says and does. The WWE tribal fans are gonna be, he's gonna come here next time his contract is up, or you're going to get the AEW fans that, they've got that similar bond of hating CM Punk kind of bullshit. So you're going to get the worst of both of the tribalistic fans. But it's always cool to see that kind of shit. All of this competition between the companies is only between the fans.
Yeah.
It's just further proof of that. It's only between the fans. How many people did we see that were... And did we talk to that from what they said, they were diehard WWE fans on Wednesday night?
Oh, a bunch.
But they were still there. And they weren't talking shit about it.
No.
They were just, I prefer this. And there's nothing wrong with having a preference of one over the other. But if you are one of those that is blindly loyal to one brand, you're missing out on so much fantastic pro wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Whether it's you're a diehard WWE fan and you're missing out on AEW, New Japan, whether you're a diehard AEW fan, you're one of the sickos, which is such a stupid fucking phrase for them. But you're one of those where you're just going to shit all over everything WWE does. And TNA because they're partnered with WWE.
Yeah.
Because you're blindly loyal to AEW, just stop. Neither of these companies care how loyal you are to one over the other. They're in competition for advertising dollars and for talent that are on the free market. That is it. Beyond that, WWE knows that the business is better with AEW in it, and Tony Khan, who has matured over the last year, I think we can admit that. We can finally admit that Tony Khan has matured in his perception of this competition between the companies. He knows that the business is better because WWE exists. It has long existed before AEW. Everyone else that will sit and pick sides needlessly are ridiculous, including Ricochet with all the shit that he said this week.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's so fucking stupid to see.
Like, if you like wrestling, why would you not like all of wrestling?
Even if you don't like all of it, why shit on the stuff that you don't like? I've never understood that. If you like only WWE, that's fine. Why are you shitting on on AEW? Like 10, 15 years ago, they were doing it to TNA. Now they talk. Now those same fans will go and talk about how they've been huge fans of TNA all this time because of AJ Styles and because of all of these people that have come over to WWE. And the same for the AEW fans. Like, why are you shitting on WWE when you lose your shit when a Jon Moxley or Chris Jericho or Ricochet or fucking GYV or any of these people that worked in WWE come over to AEW? You're fucking lying. And we saw it last week with the debut of Royce Keys in WWE. I'm going to say, because we didn't mention it, WWE did him a disservice debuting him at the Royal Rumble. And we talked about it on the show. Why would you do it in a country that does not know who Powerhouse Hobbs was? That was a big fucking mistake on WWE's side of things. Now that we've got past that, the people that are the diehard WWE fans have shit on AEW. Oh, they don't have any stars. It's just WWE rejects. Every fucking time. Cody Rhodes, Ethan Page, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs. They come and suddenly they're cheering him. Oh, they're on our side. Rah, rah. Shut the fuck up with that. Enough with your tribalist bullshit. This is not the NFL where there is stake for having competition. Both of these companies contribute to the overall health of the business. If you're a wrestling fan, I don't care if it's a WWE or AEW exclusive fan. If you're a wrestling fan, you should want to see both succeed. Because both will hurt because the business will be harmed if one was not in the position the other is in.
I wonder how butthurt all those fans would be if they realized if WWE and AEW were like within miles of each other at the same show. You probably catch them all at the same restaurant.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like right after.
It was back in it was the last run of shows that I did before I moved out here in 2015. NXT and Ring of Honor were running in San Antonio at the exact same weekend.
Oh shit.
The Bucks posted photos hanging out with, and WWE was in town that week as well. Because Raw, I think, had been in San Antonio or something like that. But the Bucks that weekend posted, it was Kenny, the Bucks, AJ, and Finn Balor. There was also a photo of Sami Zayn and the Briscoes hanging out that same weekend. Like, you'd walk into a bar or restaurant and see that and be like, if you're an exclusively WWE fan or exclusively now it would be AEW fan, you'd walk in and see that and feel like a real asshole. Or anybody with any shame would feel like a real asshole. Because it's like, oh, I'm rah-rah this guy and fuck that guy because he doesn't work where I want to. But they're friends. They both came from the same place. It's so stupid, the fucking the tribalist bullshit between everyone.
It is. It's crazy. All American Beer takes off Hulk Hogan from all its packaging and marketing.
Well, All American Beer, I guarantee you they'll hit the fucking skids because without Hulk Hogan, nobody would have known who the fuck they were to start with.
Yeah, they're going to lose all their stuff. Quickly.
There's zero fucking point. I think the WWE deal with All American Beer is already over with because we haven't seen that shit.
I haven't seen them on the ring thing.
Yeah, it's not on the ring. I can't remember the last time I watched Raw and they were promoting them or WWE in TV in general. So that deal may be over with. And without those two, what the fuck does All American Beer have to offer? Because from everything I've heard, it's watered down dog shit. So no point in drinking it.
I know they have it at the Nerd, but I've never tried it.
Do they? Okay. Yeah, I always wish they had done a fucking appearance here, or like Lee's Liquor or something.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Sprouts with Hulkster, but unfortunately, we never got it.
True that. On to the AEW Ring of Honor report.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on Dynamite and Collision live?
You know what? I've said it before. I like Pearl at the Palms as a wrestling venue for WWE TV. Or not WWE TV, but wrestling TV. Just from seeing TNA there with Hard to Kill a couple of years ago, and now Dynamite, I like Pearl at the Palms. It's a good small venue that has good acoustics. I just wish the companies would stop with the fucking pyro in that building, because there is shit ventilation, and by the time you've done pyro for 2 or 3 wrestlers, you can't hardly see shit.
They used a lot of fucking pyro.
They did too. Especially with Kenny's entrance. It was a good show. I really liked it, top to bottom. Maybe we could get into some of the detail on it, but we'll save that for later because we still got a lot to get through. But yeah, it was a good crowd. The building was damn near sold out because because Pearl at the Palms box office is one of the few places that'll actually print hard copy tickets for events there still. And there was someone behind me that was asking about getting a ticket, and he said, we're all sold out. They ended up having a couple of seat fillers come in for Collision, but as far as Dynamite goes, it was a pretty sold crowd, which was good.
Oh yeah. Good for the wrestling community in Vegas.
Yeah, certainly. Anytime we can show out, it's good. Andrade versus Omega was fantastic for being a television match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints. I do during the Brody and the MJF the chant that got started. I think they turned up the fucking volume on the crowd, man, because we were in there, and to me, it didn't seem as loud as it came across on television.
Yeah, that shit was loud as hell on TV.
And that's not to say that it wasn't existent there actually in the venue, but it did not come across as loud in person.
I thought it was funny that like NBC News covered that.
Yeah.
And it was saying that like MJF was startled. He was like, I wasn't startled.
Yeah.
And then
we're just going to ignore the fact that he was kind of like playing off on it. But I mean, I liked the match too. I love that they fucking went the route that they did with Brody and Max. Like one of the things, like when you do eliminator matches and the champion wins every time, what the fuck is the point of doing the eliminator matches? So it's nice to see occasionally the champions lose.
Yeah.
It's a way that you can keep the title on them. They can take a loss. And it doesn't always have to be the baby faces winning. It doesn't always have to be this time, as we saw with Mega Bad going over the Babes of Wrath.
I thought I thought Brody King was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to win like that.
Yeah. I mean, in 2 minutes was fucking... And I love the fact that they did the choke on the apron after they did it with Gunther and Dragon on Raw. I love that Brody and Max did it. Like, watch, we'll do this better. Just watch. We're going to make ours actually mean something. But they did a really good job. I know a lot of people are pissed off that they beat Max in 2 minutes they beat him 2 minutes clean on television. But I mean, I threw it back to, do you remember when Goldberg ran through Kevin Owens because Chris Jericho came back after Kevin had laid him out?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt your champion. It's not like he lost a 15-minute match against Brody. Like he choked him out, threw him in the ring, and beat the shit out of him for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that is, if you're going to beat Max, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was very well booked. I think, call me biased, I don't care. AEW is hitting their stride on television right now.
Yeah,
the matches are fitting into the story.
They can definitely play it how Max would be like, how the fuck am I going to beat this guy?
Yep, exactly. And it's meant to be a bridge between the pay-per-views, between your big matches at this point. And now you can do it where Brody takes the pin in Australia. And I think it's a fatal 4-way. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Or I think maybe it's a triple threat in Australia maybe, with the winner going on to the pay-per-view. Now, if it is the triple threat match, you can have Max interfere and go to Brody at the end. Even if he doesn't want Hangman to win, or even if he doesn't want Andrade to win, now he has reason to make sure that Brody doesn't win, which sets up down the line potentially a rematch where it's one-on-one because Max has already cost Brody a world title. Brody's already beat Max in a title eliminator. So you have a story there. People love to talk about how AEW doesn't tell stories. We could see them tell a very simple one with what they did on Wednesday night.
I think it's Andrade versus
Hangman and Brody.
No, I think it's Brody versus MJF for the belt.
Is it at Grand Slam?
Grand Slam.
Okay, then you'll have him cheat to win against Brody at Grand Slam.
Yeah,
like that's one thing. There's a lot of shit in the air with what they're doing.
True.
And trying to, because they're doing something where the winner goes on to face the champion at Revolution.
Yeah, that's the Hangman.
Andrade, Hangman, that kind of thing. So there's a lot going. There's a lot of moving parts, and maybe I'm not paying close enough attention. But there's opportunity on every bit of it. So I like where they're going with it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny on Dynamite too in Andrade's match. They had like the only fangirls, like trying to stand up.
Yep.
And our whole section was standing Toxica at all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the one girl posted, "Oh my God, this is so fake," or something to that effect. Now she's taking down her Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's an OnlyFans girl, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, and wrestling fans like went after her.
Like there's one girl, Sophia something or another. What's her name? Sophia Slay or something like that. Who's a fantastic women's. She's not fantastic. I'm giving her a little bit more credit. She looks fantastic, but she's actually getting. She's performing well on the independents, but she's got a fantastic look that I think if they're going to do this thing with Andrade being the whole Latin lover and getting all this attention from women on the outside, bring in women wrestlers to do it. Because then you can you can make it more than just they're a town plant.
True.
You can actually get her involved at some point.
Yeah. What do you thought with one last topic?
Sure.
Thoughts on Ricochet saying WWE destroys legacies?
Ricochet is salty. He's very bitter about his time at WWE, and he feels that WWE never valued him. They wanted, and I can understand where he's coming from with some of the stuff that he said. I do believe Hunter wanted him on NXT because he could carry the kind of performance that NXT was putting on at the time.
Yeah.
When he got to the main roster, they only used Ricochet to evolve other people. Whether it was Braun Breaker, whether it was the Logan Paul types, it was never about Ricochet on the main roster when Ricochet was involved. I understand where he's coming from because Bryan Danielson has said the same thing, that by the time he left WWE, when he was in the WrestleMania main event with Roman and Edge, he was disassociated by the end of it.
Yeah.
I understand the whole killing my passion thing. I don't agree with the killing legacies thing.
Yeah.
Because he went so far as to say that El Generico was a bigger star than Sami Zayn. I'm fucking sorry. You're wrong.
No.
You're 100% wrong. Now, are you correct on Shinsuke Nakamura? Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
Finn Balor?
No,
it's
only
it's close, but
only the hardcore fans knew who Prince Devitt was.
I agree right there. But like to say that they destroyed Shinsuke Nakamura, 100%. I agree. Like Shinsuke was, when he came over from New Japan, mega fucking superstar.
He was like the Cena of Japan.
Exactly. He had all of the pomp and circumstance, and it was deserved. They brought him to NXT with that. They took him to the main roster, and it felt like they were going to do it, but they never went full tilt, and it just does not work. Do I think they hurt Shinsuke's legacy? Yes. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, no. AJ Styles, fuck no.
No.
Not a fucking chance. Did they destroy Ricochet's legacy? What Ricochet legacy did you have? Honestly, like you had Prince Puma, You had some great stuff in Evolve, but you didn't come in with a massive legacy in WWE before WWE. Get the fuck out of here with that.
True that. We're about out of time. Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you guys next week.